Yeah, we're live on YouTube as well now. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's 2 o'clock. That was the planned start, just a few minutes late. This is going to be every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. That's the plan. There's a bit of a build-up as well to my normal hangout, which is 9 o'clock p.m. time every Tuesday as well. So this will try and be as quick as possible, 15, 20 minutes if we can. It may drag on to half an hour. Hopefully that'll be the most. So the subject is going to be, again, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. But basically, we're going to cover basically how to compound, how to mine Bitcoin, the most cost-effective way to do it, how to compound it, and how to basically accrue as much Bitcoin as we can on a daily basis, okay? Either with or without recruiting. So I can introduce Prem onto the call right now. He's there waiting, and he's got a few slides to go through. And I'll probably share my screen, my back office within Swissco Global, and let you know what I've been doing myself with regards to my Bitcoin miner as well. So we are live now, Prem. So over to you, Prem.
Thanks, Adrian. Hello, everybody. Prem Johal here. Thanks for being here, first of all, and I hope you will find this useful and valuable information. I will go through some disclaimers because these are important, so you know what you would be dealing with going forward. I'm going to go straight into the presentation, if you don't mind. Just so that Adrian knows, I have my children to pick up from school. This is one of the joys of working from home. So I'll be here for another 40 minutes, and then I'll have to say goodbye, and I'll hand over to Adrian anyway for his back office demonstration. So without further ado, I'm just going to share my screen. Bear with me. It is being shared now, I believe. Adrian, if you can please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's all good, yeah.
All right, excellent. Right, guys, so the disclaimer here is that the figures and numbers I've used are as of the 15th of January, which is obviously now stale numbers and figures. It's very complicated to predict what mining will look like, because there are a few things that we know. One of them is that the difficulty rate constantly climbs up. With each new block, the difficulty goes up. That means to mine the same Bitcoin, you need more hash power than you did before. And this is one of the reasons why private miners get priced out of the market very easily. You know, some people say, well, I can just set up my own rigs and I can try and make, you know, solar energy or whatever. Yes, but the moment you've done it, a few weeks later, you wish you had more equipment. So there is a very fine balance. So this is why it is good to be with a company that does it on your behalf and has a lot of capital behind it. If they have large amounts of money that they're able to invest on your behalf, then you're accessing their service rather than trying to mine anything on your own. Okay. Another couple of things to bear in mind. Bitcoin has some risks which are unknown. The unknown risk is the price of Bitcoin is completely unknown. If it goes down to zero, everybody in the world that even deals with Bitcoin is a total loser. Okay, there is just no way of recovering from that. However, because there are so many users and there's millions and hundreds of millions of capital gone in, we have some kind of a view that this is a sustainable long-term business as compared to many of the other alternative coins, which aren't really worth what they say they are most of the time. Some are okay, but most of them are simply not, right? Now, Bitcoin is simply a peer-to-peer digital currency, which is neither centralized nor regulated. This is its strength. Okay, so let's not change the discussion to centralizing or regulating it somehow. Yes, the flow of capital must be regulated to some degree, but Bitcoin itself cannot be regulated because too many independent partners are involved in it. There are people from North America that have ordinarily nothing to do with people from Asia, from people from Africa and Latin America, and all of them want a slice of the action. So everybody comes in, and we are one large global community doing peer-to-peer payments using Bitcoin, when none of the governments are able to actually agree on anything at all. And that's one of the strengths of Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is a currency, not an investment. It is a mode of payment. Please remember that, okay? If everybody was to accumulate Bitcoin and just sit on it, then it defeats the purpose of the currency. So hopefully, as its acceptance grows in the future, more and more people will be happy to buy goods, services, even buy a house with it. You can already do that in many cases. You can buy holiday packages, etc. So in order to spend it, it must be a viable tool, and that is what a currency is. It's a tool. So don't look at it as an investment. However, holding some of it with its price going up may seem like an investment, but it isn't. It's still only a currency. Please remember that. Now, the process is very simple. You need a server farm. Try and set it up yourself. You need a whole lot of capital and a whole lot of attention you need to pay to it. Let someone else do it, and that's called cloud mining. They have the capital, they have the enterprise, which is basically the initiative to do something productive. That's all that enterprise is. It's one of the 4 major components that comprises productivity. They have the expertise. They've got electrical engineers. They've got the cutting edge programmers that can remotely, from a remote location, control how the mines operate. And they have a shed load of electricity supply going in there. That's the major ongoing running cost of Bitcoin. And they have the superior most equipment. It cannot be that a company with hundreds of millions worth of investment into the actual infrastructure is going to allow themselves to fall behind. And this is where the private miner will always struggle, whereas a corporate cloud mining service is able to always remain cutting edge, and therefore we get to be part of that and have a slice of that. And most importantly, they also have a secure location. You can't just have millions of dollars worth of equipment in a shed and walk away, because this is why we're glad that they're actually in Iceland, which is remote enough, secure enough, and cold enough to make the whole operation actually very profitable. This is why they chose Iceland. Now, Bitcoin is produced in the server farm. It gets fed through the blockchain and into you, the miner. So the miner is the first person that receives the Bitcoin. And then what do you do with the Bitcoin? Well, you're going to do stuff with it, right? So there are traders and consumers that use it. And when they want to trade it with others or spend it on something or the other, it gets fed back into the blockchain. And this begins a whole cycle that we are now familiar with, right? In the meantime, the cloud mining services that do blockchain generation, Bitcoin creation, they are the service providers that provide various other aspects also, including improvements and software development and apps and everything else that to sustain the entire infrastructure. So therefore, I've put them in the middle slide here. Now, just really quickly, you cannot be a low-risk investor and expect high rewards, okay? I had to cover this simply because we also do gold and silver, so I want to lead into that with this graph here. So if you have low risk, you cannot expect high reward. However, if you have high reward, that also implies high risk straight away, right? You can be a conservative accumulator of wealth, yeah? But if you want to take that wealth and leverage it, or take any incremental income coming in and then redeploy it, repurchase, reinvest it in any way into the same business. If you run a restaurant, your cash flow, you reinvest it into opening a second and then a third and a fourth restaurant, you are using leverage, and therefore you become a high-risk, aggressive, leveraged investor, okay? You cannot have these two qualities, which is a net accumulation taking place without at the same time as this. You cannot just accumulate income and sit on it unless you leverage it. You can't grow aggressively, okay? Then when you make your income and convert it into something like precious metals, you are being conservative. In fact, you're being more conservative than even holding your money in the bank. Why am I saying that? Because the central banks themselves buy gold and keep it in reserve to protect themselves from the fluctuations in currencies of other nations and other central banks. So central banks protect themselves against dollar, euro, pound by holding gold. If they are doing that, that makes them low-risk accumulators of asset. On the other hand, Bitcoin mining then has to be classified as an aggressive high-risk strategy. Why? because it's relatively new, it's relatively less known compared to gold and silver, which has been here for 4,000 years. And the systems and technology and everything else associated with it is still being rolled out, tested, enhanced all the time. Gold has reached as high as it can get in terms of how fine you can refine it, what type of quality bars and gold coins, etc. you can have. I mean, there isn't much more you can imagine that can happen with gold. Everything about it is already known, whereas Bitcoin has a great uncertainty element to it, which is why it makes it attractive. And if there is that extra risk factor, that is exactly where your reward comes from. So income reward comes from Bitcoin mining, and the safety aspect is from precious metals. And what I would recommend is you need to find out where along this line here are you. Where do you fit in? Because when you are able to generate income coming from Bitcoin mining, you then have a choice to go back and be aggressive and do more Bitcoin mining with it, which is fine. Or if you want to be a little bit conservative, you've already got Bitcoin mining, you've already got a bit of aggression in there, then you can take the proceeds of that and actually be safe and go into metals. So you could literally use mining as a cash cow to build a metals portfolio, because otherwise you're going to have to spend your own pocket money with it. And if you did that, then obviously you have bills to pay, other things to do. So this is a choice that you need to make. I cannot advise you on this, but mining, the aggressive income element, can actually build you a fantastic precious metals portfolio on a monthly basis. All you have to do is keep saving it at the wholesale rates which we provide. Okay, we provide metal at wholesale rates. Now, when it comes to the type of income we're looking for, is you want really, ideally, as much long-term residual income as possible so you can comfortably retire and know that there's a whole lot of this coming in. That makes you a stable long-term investor. There's a lot of high-ticket items out there where you can get a shed load of commission up front, and when you did that, that's great, but the same person that paid you that commission, that same referral, may not actually give you any long-term residual income. So you have a spectrum here as well, where short-term commissions are good for all these new launches. You know, quickly everybody, the top leaders make a lot of money, and then everybody else is left behind most of the time. Well, guess what? We have a system where for the Bitcoin mining side, you're able to generate short-term high commissions by introducing people at the higher packages that we offer. And at the same time, the same people become long-term residual income feeders because they can access precious metals and they can access even more mining. And both of those build up your long-term residual. So we find a perfect balance here. You just need to decide how much of this scale you want to use between short-term commission and long-term residual income, but we have the ability to offer both. Now let's go straight back into Bitcoin mining without compounding. If Bitcoin is at 600, that is nearly $300 lower than where it is today. Today, last time I checked, it was around $885. So if Bitcoin goes down to $600, 1 terahash of mining power, this is the sheer power that you need in order to generate Bitcoin, will give you a return of about $81. Okay, now 1 terahash actually costs $150 with Genesis Mining. We give you the exact same thing at Swissquote Global. We are in a strategic partnership. Okay, let's bear in mind, first of all, that the difficulty level is not taken into account. There are no changes in overhead costs, such as, you know, the government of Iceland suddenly putting additional taxes on electricity, for example. That could change everything. Now, marketability, that Bitcoin remains a viable, marketable commodity and therefore liquid and therefore in demand. Okay, all this being constant, you can access Genesis Mining terahash power through us at exactly the same price. You can even use a free account if you're only interested in mining. If you're interested in the complex income potential we offer, as I've shown in the previous slide, then obviously you can upgrade to becoming an affiliate as well. However, if $150 worth of 1 terahash gives you a return of $81 in a year, that is 54% return, even if Bitcoin crashes down to $600 from where it is now. You are getting what? 54% after a $300 crash. That is still far more reasonable than leaving your money in the bank where it is earning peanuts, if you're lucky. Maybe just the salt, not even the peanuts. Now, if Bitcoin went to 800, 1 terahash would produce about 109. I've used this calculator. You can look it up yourself, AlosComp, and there's a way to look at it. But I've basically worked out 1 terahash will give you $109, which is 72% return. If Bitcoin went to 1,000, which it did on the 1st of January, that exact same 1 terahash will give you 90% on average. Okay. Now, there's a lot of conditions, as I mentioned before. A lot can change. Difficulty mining of a difficulty rate, and general market fluctuations, overhead costs. A lot can change. However, 90% is pretty good without even compounding. This is just a straightforward, flat, annualized return on Bitcoin mining. With 1,200, you're looking at 108% return without moving a finger. You could plug 1 terahash into your back office, connect the system to your wallet ID, Coinbase, Zappo, blockchain. There are many, many, many. Just plug it in and earn Bitcoin. And roughly, this is the rate at which you earn. What that means is if Bitcoin is at $1,200 for the rest of this year, for the rest of 2017, then by around this time in 2018, you would have earned back the amount you put in. But what you have earned back is not dollars. You would have actually earned it back in Bitcoin fractions. That changes everything. I'll explain that in a moment. Excuse me. So obviously, some people are coming up with wild predictions. If Bitcoin ever touched 2,000 or even 3,000, you're looking at significantly different returns. But let me not draw your attention to these big numbers. Let's just go with something stable, 72 or maybe even 54. Okay, worst case scenario, 54. Now, what happens here is, this is a screenshot from Genesis Mining, $150 worth 1 terahash. Our back office, 1 terahash, $150 worth. Because we are happy to tell you we are getting our entire power supply from Genesis. We are not adding anything on top in any way, like many of those binaries out there that you overpay and you get less power than you've paid for. For every dollar you spend with Genesis, it's as good as spending every dollar with us, okay? Now, 15 terahash is $1,950, and here you have $1,950 that gives you 15 terahash with us also. So throughout the entire sliding scale range, you can choose how many terahash you want, choose your purchasing value, and just go ahead and get yourself some mining. Now, Bitcoin return is not like interest on deposit. Bitcoin interest on deposit, by the way, when you put money on deposit, the bank takes it and lends it out in the open market for a higher rate of return. When they get back the higher rate of return, let's say they lend it to some high-risk person who's willing to pay 12% on it. When the bank gets to 12%, they keep 11.5%, and the 0.5 they pass it on to you if you're lucky. That kind of interest has nothing to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is literally, as I mentioned, generated in a server farm, and you are buying power. And with that power, it gives you something in return. Just like horsepower in a car gives you a thrilling feeling of speed. That's how Bitcoin mining power gives you fractional Bitcoin, and that's your daily thrill, if you like. So it is not the same as interest on deposit. It cannot be compared to any financial instrument that is known at the moment out there. Bitcoin is hash power generated. Hash power alone decides how much you have, will decide how much Bitcoin you get. And this is where you have to be very, very specific and very careful, because a lot of people offer you a lot of matrices, binaries, cyclers, and all kinds of things. They don't even necessarily tell you how much hash power it is, and they don't even tell you what is the cost per hash that they are deducting on a daily basis before you get paid your fractions. If you don't know that, go to Genesis. You'll be comfortable and safe with a giant, properly structured company from Germany, okay? Bitcoin return is new money. It's brand new money. So obviously, when you look at this, It's generated in a server farm through electricity. And when it comes to the blockchain and from the blockchain paid out into your wallet, nobody's ever used it. If you're a miner receiving Bitcoin, it has never been used for any purpose anywhere in the world at all. Therefore, it is neither interest related, and therefore it is actually, as far as I know, Sharia compliant for those that are interested in that aspect of it. Now, what does it actually mean? Excuse me. Very straightforward. If Bitcoin is at 600, now listen, it's 885 right now, or sometime earlier. So I'm going with a worst case scenario here, okay? Just to be on the safe side without being too aggressive. 600 is the scenario. 1 terahash costs you $150, and the difficulty level is as of the 15th of Jan. Let's say it's a flat difficulty level for the rest of the year. When your 1 terahash begins to work for you, you're going to get paid 0.005226462 as a fractional payout in Bitcoin per week. There is a cost involved here, the cost of the equipment, the cost of electricity, the cost that the cloud mining service provider deserves to take in order to run their operation and make sure you get the best service at all times. So therefore, the net payout to you is actually 0.0026. Now, this is what you can expect to receive on 1 terahash of power into your Coinbase or Zappo or whatever coin wallet you use. What does that mean? That means if Bitcoin is at 600, the value of this fraction is actually $1.56. You're saying, well, $1.56 isn't much. Hang on. You spent $150 on 1 terahash, and you're getting back $1.50 per day. $1.50 per day is annually roughly, no, what am I saying? Hang on a minute. Net dollar, oh, per week, sorry. $1.50 per week, yeah, times 52 is $81 per year. $81 per year is 54% return. This is without clicking advertising. This is without moving your finger. This is without doing anything. And that too, if Bitcoin crashes by $300 nearly. So this is not bad as a return over 52 weeks, is it? Obviously, if you had 10 terahash, you can expect $813. But then you would have spent 10 times as much on the terahash. So you would have spent $1,500 and you're making back $813 over the year. You think that's not much? Well, it's exactly the same percentage rate, which is why I've left this blank here. It's exactly the same percentage rate return on your initial purchase of 10 terahash. The same thing changes drastically if Bitcoin was at 800, assuming the difficulty is fixed, okay? This is very important because this keeps going up. Now, for the same thing, you'll be getting 72% return, right? Now, obviously, you'd be thinking, well, 150 for 1 terahash is nice. I would like some of that and like to make this kind of money. But I wish I had 10 terahash. Now, 10 terahash is expensive. To some people, $1,500 is a lot of money. But guess what? We have an incentive for you. For our affiliate level packages, you need to become one of these affiliates yourself before you can introduce any of these affiliates. And all affiliates earn exactly the same according to the pay plan. So a silver introducing a platinum will earn as much as a platinum introducing a platinum, okay? So you could be at a gold level, for example, and introduce a whole bunch of platinums. You'd be getting the same commission as the whole bunch of platinums would if they introduced other platinums. What is the bonus you get? Well, excuse me. In addition to US dollars in cash paid in your back office after the initial 14 days, in addition to that, you get bonus in hash mining power. So you actually get hash power given to you as a bonus. Think about it now. If you had your own 1 terahash, and if you were to introduce just 3 platinum members, and I can assure you, in order to bring in platinum members, you're not looking for other MLM people, not necessarily. You're just looking for people out there in the world that have a few $1,000s sitting, and I can tell you even now, a whole bunch of Nigerian bureaucrats, Indian politicians, industrialists, shopkeepers, restaurant owners, Anybody with a cash flow business is sitting on a shed load of cash in the bank, earning next to 0% interest. Those people are better off doing something with it that produces a greater rate of return. They're all looking for it. So they don't necessarily have to be involved in this. If you are clever, you will start looking in your local area for people that have the cash to become a platinum member. Now suddenly you're no longer marketing to MLM. You're marketing to them to come in as a regular member, regular saver, and their rate of return is slightly less because obviously the packages cost more than giving you 54% return. The packages cost more, but we'll cover that in a compensation slide another time. But what happens is each time a platinum member joins and pays up, that generates to you 3 terahash in bonus mining. You only need 3 of those to get to your 10 terahash mining power. See what happened there? You start out with 150 worth of terahash for yourself, introduce 3 of these, and now you have 10 terahash. Now out of those 3 members, you can expect to make 813. That is even if Bitcoin remains at $600. If Bitcoin goes up to $800, those same 3 platinum members that you had introduced with 333 terahash given to you extra will now be giving you a long-term residual income of 1,090. Now, there are many other ways of looking at it, but I'm just going straight for the big ones because it's very simple. For each platinum member, you get $500. You introduce 3 of these, that's $1,500 to you in cash, over and above nearly as much $1,500 worth of mining power added to your back office. So, oops, you've not only made $1,500 cash here, but you've also got roughly $1,500 worth of terahash mining. And on top of that, you'll be making around $1,000 worth of long-term residual income over the year. And this is what I was trying to tell you here. You can have a residual income long-term along with a short-term commission element, both combined in the same system. Nobody else out there does this. I challenge you to find me one compensation plan that works off someone like Genesis Mining, who have nothing to do with MLM. They are just a wholesale cloud mining supplier. But because of our partnership with them, we can offer you terms and packages that are unique in the whole world. There's nobody out there that even comes close. They can't even scratch the surface here with us. So you get long-term residual engine that delivers you the horsepower to get long-term residual income. And that too, this income is paid to you in Bitcoin fractions. So let's say it looks like 1,090 right now if Bitcoin is at 800, but the reality is if Bitcoin is at 2,000, this will look like significantly higher. If Bitcoin goes to 10,000, this same residual income is going to be 5 figures, okay? So this is one way you can compound on Bitcoin by simply introducing new people, and your mining power keeps going up. So now you're adding more and more mining power without actually spending your own money on any of it. Next slide. Excuse me. If you were to assume Bitcoin at 800 now again, this is, I'm going conservative, it's more than this already, but assuming a flat difficulty rate of a couple of days ago, and without using a classic compounding formula, if you were to have a flat rate compounding, which is very simple, you start one day with 15 terahash in your back office. 15 terahash should give you enough to buy 0.2 terahash per week. So in the first week, at the beginning of the first week, you take your Bitcoin earnings and buy more terahash, which is 15.2 now. So week 1 starts with 15.2. That should give you enough to make more than 0.2, but we are going with the flat rate. So let's just add 0.2 every week for 52 weeks. In the halfway mark, you would have made around 19.2 terahash. In the 52-week mark, which is 12 months later, you should have 25 terahash roughly. If you just add 0.2, 0.2, 0.2 every week. In fact, actually, 19.2 will produce you much more than that weekly, But we are just going with a flat rate to keep this simple, okay? Otherwise, it gets really complicated. So if you were to add just 0.2 every week to 15, you can work this out yourself on a calculator. If you just add 0.2 52 times to 15, you end up with 25, okay? What does that mean? Well, if Bitcoin was at 800 as we started, let's say it stays at 800 throughout the year, for example, then 15 terahash would have given you a return of about $1,632, which is not bad. It cost you, 15 terahash will cost you 1,950, which is what I've explained here. 1,950 with Genesis is 15 terahash, exactly the same thing with us, okay? I'm using this only as an example. Obviously, different budgets will suit different ranges, but here you have 15 terahash costing you 1,950, giving you an annual return of 1,632 in Bitcoin fractions. So you've already made 2 Bitcoins here over the year by one time entering Bitcoin mining with this particular package. Your Bitcoin return is 83% on this particular package, okay, on this particular setup. However, in year 2, because of the compounding effect all along that you've been working 1 hour a week, well, not even an hour, 10 minutes per week, that's all you have to do to go in there and add 2.2 every week. So if you were to do that for 10 minutes per week throughout the year, you're looking at a total of 25 terahash. Now, 25 terahash will give you a return of $2,724 in Bitcoin fractions, not in dollars, but in Bitcoin fractions, if Bitcoin remains at 800 for the rest of the year. Very important. We are not even factoring in what happens if price goes up. Yeah, it can go down, in which case all of us lose. But if it goes up, which all of us hope, then obviously you'll be making significantly more than that. Now, 25 terahash will cost you $3,250. But you didn't pay $3,250. You only paid $1,950. And with the income you earned, you kept adding that to this. You kept adding more to this at the rate of 0.2 per week. You kept adding. So now you've got mining power worth $3,250 in your back office. So from your original 1,950, you are now making a return of 166% at the beginning of year 2. Now, for the rest of year 2, I could have gone on with year 3, year 4, year 5, but you can imagine, right? You start with $2,000, 83% return under these circumstances, and if you compound it effectively, then you start your second year with 166% return. But 166 return on what? On your initial 1,950. So let's say everything remains the same. You don't touch this and you go away on a 1-year holiday for the whole of the year 2, come back at the beginning of the year 3. When you look at it at the beginning of year 3, you would have already pocketed 83 plus 166%. Now you're looking at about 249% return on your one-time payment of 15 terahash. This is the power of compounding, 249% by year 2. This is the power of compounding without taking into account that Bitcoin fractions themselves can go up in price, and without taking into account that all along the way you might have collected a shed load of these as well if you are going to work hard and refer people. There is no free lunch. You don't get this for free. You have to refer people to the system, because what you're doing is you're not only doing them a favor by offering them significantly higher returns than the cash deposit, but you're actually exposing them to a system that even offers them gold and silver at wholesale prices, so they can feel free to express themselves as a conservative precious metals accumulator using income coming from Bitcoin mining, or an aggressive Bitcoin miner who wants to compound as long as it is possible and make more Bitcoin than the rest of the people who are actually wasting their money with a lot of Bitcoin-related Ponzi schemes that are out there in the market. So I'm going to end my presentation now and hand back to Adrian. Adrian, I hope that was okay.
Yeah, it was all good. It's not the easiest of subjects to understand, but as we keep plugging this every week, obviously for the new people, it will start to sink in. But yeah, it's all about, I suppose, building gradually. This is not a get-rich sort of quick scheme. There's plenty of those out there which come and go. So it's going to take time to build. Whether you compound it yourself, or obviously as you build a team. You know, the people that build teams are obviously going to make more than the people who just sit there and compound. But that's the same in any business. But Mary's just asked a question. She actually thought you could actually compound in the back office itself. That's not the case, it is. It's just a manual procedure of withdrawing your Bitcoins back out and then buying a new mining package. Is that right?
So, Mary, a good point. Thank you. Yes, the beauty is that the daily payout comes out to a wallet of your choice. So you get access to daily payout straight away. The enhancements that are coming, and I believe there are some coming, there'll be a very important hangout tonight talking about the exchange. Adrian, you might want to direct your audience to tonight's hangout with Bill Rowell. He's going to say more about the exchange, where other alternative currencies, cryptocurrencies, can come and plug into our system. It's very, very exciting, I believe. But back to Mary. First of all, your daily pay comes in your control. It doesn't remain with any other system. It is in your hands. That is good. The enhancement that is coming will introduce a feature in a basket where you can compound within the system. And that is absolutely awesome, because that then addresses what you just raised. It's not there yet because there are little enhancements that are coming. For example, for the first few weeks, I got a whole lot of bonuses in mining power, but I didn't know where they were coming from. So now there's a link, you click it, and you can see who upgraded and which bonus paid out, so you have a better picture of where your team is going. So there are these little enhancements, but that's a very critical function, because you could simply switch on compounding and go to sleep, right? And forget about it. Then you don't even need those 10 minutes of work per week to compound. In fact, if your returns are more than $30 in a day, then you could compound every day. But the idea is to get as much mining power as possible instead of just buying Bitcoin on your own. If you buy one Bitcoin, you'll only ever have one Bitcoin. To create a growth engine, you need mining power. And that mining power is better utilized using the compounding factor. And that must allow some degree of flexibility to all of us, where you can either do it manually or you let the system do it. The difference between that bridge between those two is being covered. So we should be ready very shortly. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for that, Prem. Another question from Yestin. Do you only get paid on your frontline referrals? And I'm assuming that is yes, because this is a one tier. The Bitcoin side of it is a one tier affiliate plan. Is that right?
So in terms of affiliates joining the system, the affiliate plan is unlimited wide and 7 levels deep. And the affiliates cover, these are Swiss Gold Global affiliates, of which I am one and Adrian is one. And the Bitcoin mining side is a component of the whole business. It is not the main focus of the business. We have 2 independent suppliers that are regular, worldwide, acknowledged, reputable distributors in their own areas. One is precious metals through Argo Heraeus, and one is Bitcoin mining through Genesis Mining. So we take that and plug it together. But obviously, in metals as well as in mining, Bitcoin mining, you cannot really pay out multi-level commissions without destroying the price. And we don't want to destroy the price. We want to give the price at wholesale to you. And this is why you're on the gold side, on the affiliate program side, you get paid 7 levels deep. But on the gold commissions, as well as on the Bitcoin mining, it is only 1 level in order to maintain the integrity of the price. Otherwise, there's no way I would sit here and tell you that we are getting mining at the same price as Genesis is offering it to the rest of the world. We are doing that in your favor. So your own mining is the best quality possible in the market, and therefore we can only pay one level. If we were to pay more, then you would actually be overpricing the mining for yourself and damaging your own Bitcoin return first before even bringing other people in. And this is what all the other binaries do. I'll give you an example. There is another binary out there that sells Bitcoin mining excuse me, packages, $1,000 per package. Maybe 500 of that goes into mining. The other 500 becomes binary matching bonuses to various people up the line. So your money is not working for you. Your money is paying somebody off, right? If you wanted $1,000 worth of mining worth $1,000, then our compensation plan, which is one level, is the only way to do it. All right?
So this is the best. This is great for people who want to be passive. They're struggling to recruit right now. So this is definitely the best package out there for somebody who wants to come in. Like you said, with $1,000, you are actually getting $1,000 worth of Bitcoin mining. All the other programs out there, there are a few out there which are a binary related, compensation related plan, sort of, you know, multi-tiers. But as you just said then, a lot of your money, if you put $1,000 into one of those programs as a passive investor or a passive person that wants to get involved with this type of vehicle, then as you just said, not all your money is going into mining, is it? You may be lucky to get 50, 60% in mining. The rest is used to pay out the actual binary. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I meant. So our pricing is fair and the compensation is very clean. I'll give you an example of a free member who has just joined up under Adrian. I'm doing a video for them now. He asked me what would be the scenario for compounding in my own case. And later on, when I'm ready, I can introduce people. Guess what? You can bring in free members who don't have to become affiliates in order for them to access what is arguably the best mining in the world. Okay? You can have hundreds of those people. So free members to get mining is not a big deal, is it? That doesn't require recruitment per se, and you don't have to go back after the same tired, exhausted, and very disappointed, especially rev share oriented crowd that, you know, burnt their fingers so badly they don't want to do anything else, and many of people have gone off the system altogether. Don't have to go after them. Bitcoin mining is such a lucrative and relatively new concept that you can take this to out there in the market, find a high-income postcode area, and start marketing to them by leaflets. If you really want to build a business, put some effort into it. Don't assume that you can drop a few links and somebody will sign up and somehow you'll get lucky and make you a millionaire overnight. It never works. It hasn't worked for anybody. There has to be a method applied. And, you know, I do some of the training for my closed team. But, you know, it's very simple. You have to reach out to people whose money is rotting away in a bank and offer them mining and for free at the same price as Genesis. They can't argue. So many people go to Genesis and sign up with them anyway. Why don't they just open an account with us instead for free? And then later on, if they think, hey, this is really good, I'm getting paid daily, I'm going to tell my neighbors about this. And then you tell them, okay, well, if you want to bring in your neighbors, either you refer them to me, or what you do is you upgrade yourself to an affiliate and sign them up under yourself. And now you have a multi-level structure forming where the compensation plan comes in. Adrian, if it's okay, I believe Claudia is there online, maybe trying to answer some of the questions. So if I...
Yeah, you carry on. I'm going to carry on for another 5 minutes anyway, but you carry on. You've got your children to deal with. That's great.
Thank you, everybody.
I'll catch you later, Prem. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, Prem. Cheers for that. Bye. Okay, guys, let me just go back to the chat. A few more things. Matt is asking a question. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Yes, the one I would recommend, guys, if you've got the money and you're going to spend $1,000, $1,500, if you can get up to the $1,950, that is the best package because you get some discount there, and you actually get a few terahashes free with the 1,950 package. And you can pay that on Bitcoin. You can either pay it on credit card, debit card. You can pay it on PayPal. you let me know which companies out there are dealing with PayPal today. So this is Swiss Gold is a reputable company already 8 years in the making that is still working with PayPal. Okay, so just think about that for a while. There's not many companies out there that are still working with PayPal. Okay, so that's brilliant news. Yes, you can pay on Bitcoin as well, even a bank transfer. You can even send me the money, okay, and I'll create a gift card or a gift certificate for you as well. So people who are struggling with a bank account or a credit card or whatever, get the money to me on Western Union, pay me cash. It's exactly whichever way you want to do it. I will help you get into the system, and I will give you a gift certificate to the value of $100, $30, $1,000, whatever, to get you in, okay? So there's no worries about, there's no excuses about you haven't got Payzer, you haven't got Solid Trust Pay, you haven't got this or you haven't got that, you know? So, but if you have got a bit of cash behind you, I would certainly recommend the 1,950 Bitcoin mining package. Let me just go through, I'm going to share my back office in a couple of minutes. Let me just go through some of the questions here. Any more questions here? Yestin is, yeah, back to Yestin's question. You get paid only on your front line? Yes and no. Yestin, you get paid on your front line referrals on the Bitcoin side of things. That's like a one-level affiliate plan, you know? The Bitcoin side of things is not an MLM. It's just one-level affiliate, okay? And that's great. I don't mind that at all. That you know it's for real, and you know the money that you're putting into it is you're getting the full 100% value in Bitcoin mining, and there's none of your money's going into paying out the binary or any form of network, if you know what I mean. But on the gold and silver side of things, which is a completely separate thing, and we haven't actually covered that yet, there is a multi-level tier, and that's very attractive. And that does pay down to 7 levels, even down to infinity at certain, if you hit a certain part in the business. I've just qualified as, apparently I had the news yesterday, I've qualified now as a team leader. I've gone from the first level as a free customer up to a manager level, and then I've gone from manager now to team leader. Not that any of you will know what that means, because until you fully understand how the compensation plan starts to work, and that's on the gold and silver side of things. Let me share my screen, just 2 seconds. Just looking at the chat as well. Yeah, from a compound, Mary asked about the compound. I'm not sure if they are going to be integrating some system in the back office where you can compound manually on a daily basis. But at the moment, you pay daily to your Bitcoin wallet, okay? So you've got no choice. You have to take the Bitcoin every day. So it comes into your Bitcoin wallet every single day. And then what you can do with the Bitcoin, you can then withdraw the Bitcoin or then put the Bitcoin back into Swiss Gold and then buy more mining packages that way. You can do that yourself. It doesn't take much to do. Just takes a couple of seconds just to put that payment back into the mining. Let me just go through them. I'm going through my Facebook messages now. There's a load piling up there. Just 2 seconds. And I got phone calls coming in at the same time. Anton is asking what the name of this program. This business, Anton, is called Swiss Gold Global, okay? An 8-year-old company. So I prefer that, to be honest with you. This is not a pre-launch. This is something that's already been established and working very, very well over the last 8 years, mainly in gold and silver the last 8 years, okay? So Bitcoin has only come on board in the last, I've actually joined this Swiss Gold back in September last year. Starting to get more excited now day by day as things start to move forward. Yeah, Richard is just the SEO a couple of, I think it was a week or so back, and Bill did to me that there is going to be some automated service in the back office for the compounding. That will be really good. But at the moment, guys, I'm just logged into, let me show you. Make sure you got an account set up with blockchain, okay? This is blockchain.info. This is where I set up my wallet. This is where I use for storing my Bitcoins and transferring Bitcoins. Put that in the chat there, okay? We put it in the chat on Facebook as well. So blockchain.info is one of my recommended wallets to use. So set up a free account there, okay? As you can see, guys, I got 250 Bitcoins in here, just over, which is $221,000 in value. The button right now and sell all that and have that in my bank account very, very quickly, okay? So this is fully KYC approved as well. You upload your passport and a proof of ID and a utility bill of some form. So this is all KYC regulated. So there are other ones out there you can use, like Bittrex, Bitstamp and Coinbase. But this is my preferred method of storing, sending and receiving Bitcoins. So what happens is the Bitcoins from Swissquote Global come into my account here every day, okay? It's only a small amount right now, guys, nothing worth showing you, but my plan is to get that up into hundreds and hundreds of dollars every day. That is my plan. There you go. There's a couple. There's a proof there. Okay, Swissquote Global, $11 came in today. So it's not much. $300 a month. I've only just started this. I'm playing with this right now, but this is growing. This is growing every day. This $11. It may be $12 tomorrow. As you can see, it was $11 yesterday as well. It was $11 the day before. So my plan is to get this up to $12, $13, $14, $15, $20. You know, $50 a day starts to get quite interesting. You know, $50 a day. What's that? $1,500 a month. That's $18,000 a year. That's, you're on an average sort of wage then, if you know what I mean. A very, very average wage. So compared to the rat race people, if you know what I mean. So, but if I can get this up to $100 a day, it starts to get more interesting. Obviously, that's $3,000 a month, which is $36,000 a year. Okay, that is my plan. And the proof will be here, and I'll be informing you and updating you on my account as it grows to show that this is working. Okay, let me log into my bank account here. First of all, before I log into my account, we talked about setting up a free account, which is what I recommend. First of all, where is the free account? There's the free account. This is slightly different layout here. Sign up on a free account. Just for now, get into the back office, dip your toe in, and then you can start buying Bitcoin mining packages on a free account, okay? This is the one-level tier affiliate plan if you want to obviously take it to the next level, or just stay as a free customer and compound your Bitcoins, buy some Bitcoin mining packages. You can start with as little as $30. I'll show you that in a minute. But if you want to take it to the next level, this is what I do recommend. If you want to start recruiting people and building people and building a team and bringing people into the system, where they can start with a $30 Bitcoin mining package, you have to become an affiliate, okay? And I do recommend, this is the lowest entry, it's just $249 as a one-time payment, and then $50 a month. Now, people tend to panic, well, $50 a month, what's all this about? An auto ship, I don't like paying monthly. That's your choice, but I can guarantee this is worth its money in gold to me. You can either do that, or you can pay the $797. There's no monthly charge then. That just covers you for the year, okay? And you get some extra gigahash in mining as well, and you get also $150 in gold or silver. But on a budget, $249, $50 a month, okay? Because with this $50 a month, you're actually getting 13, that is $13 in silver as well, okay? Which you can get delivered to your home or stored free of charge at the vault in Switzerland. So in theory, it's only costing you $37 a month, okay? That's why I look at this. I pay $50 a month. It's only costing me $37 because I'm getting $13 in silver. And I can buy any gold and silver at wholesale price. That's the cheapest price worldwide. I challenge you to find any cheaper gold and silver with the quality that this is. That's Argus Aureus gold and silver, don't forget. So, you know, it's like anything, because comparing like for like, be careful. There is some good gold and there's not so good gold out there and silver. So we have definitely got the best gold, Argus Aureus, within our business here. So, and you get 200 gigahash rather of Bitcoin mining for this package. Okay, so this is quite an interesting package. There you go. It includes 25% of Swiss silver. So 25% of $50 is about $13 in silver. So I would recommend get the 249 package, get into the system, and then what I'm doing, I'm looking for 10 people, okay, to at least 10 people right now to come onto a private. This won't be live like we are now on Facebook or YouTube. This will be a private session recorded just for us 10 people to network together, to exchange ideas. I'll be putting out, giving you certain tasks to carry out every day on social media platforms. This is for people that want to come out of their comfort zone, that may want to come onto video. And I'm going to be pushing people, to, as I just said, to come out of their comfort zone and help them take them to the next level, and helping them basically get at least 5 signups, affiliate signups within Swiss Gold. So once you've got at least 5 signups, which is not going to take, it's not going to be hard to do, I don't think, with this business, then basically this $50 a month, you can write that off. You'll be getting that for free, and you'll be getting all your gold and silver for free as well with just 5 signups, and then we can move on from there. So that's the plan. I'm looking for 10 people right now to start it off, to be guinea pigs in this, and come on to a very private session where us 10 people can all add each other as friends on Facebook, and then we can all start networking and sharing each other's posts and helping each other take this to the next level. Okay, so send me a private message on Facebook if you are interested in becoming one of those 10 for one of the first sessions I'm going to be doing probably next week, or sooner rather than later. Wow, that was quick, Matt. Matt has just said he's paid 1,950. I think you mean dollars, Matt. Is that right? Not pounds. $1,950 dollars. You got a pound sign there. I'm assuming that's a typing error. That's great. That's great news, Matt. Yes. Okay. Thanks for confirming that, Matt. That's great. Let me come back on camera. Dollars. Yes, Matt. That's brilliant. Right, Friday is asking. Great name, Friday. I certainly don't live for Fridays, but I love the name. Why does other Bitcoin mining sites have higher payout rates? That's a really good question, Friday. If you keep attending the webinars here with me and Prem, you'll probably find out why. And be very careful. There's a lot of Bitcoin cryptocurrency scams out there. Very careful. I'd probably say 90%, even as high as 97% plus, are very, very sort of shady, dodgy, and they do promise high returns. All I can say is check out the owners, even meet the owners, get the owners on camera, meet the owners, check out where their offices are based, do some thorough research, check the website, the domain name, how long the company's been registered and trading. And it's not hard to do, but a lot of people don't do it. But most of the times, if you put in something in and it's promising you a high return within 30, 60, 90 days, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a scam. So just be very careful. Hi, Shah. Shah's, I can never pronounce your name, Shah. I'll call you Shah because it's SZA. Great news, you've had your account approved today. KYC can be a bit tedious, can take 2 or 3 days sometimes, especially over the weekend. I had mine done within a day. You have to upload your passport and just sign a declaration form, okay? I got a video on that on my YouTube channel, how to set up a free account and get KYC approved. Matt was approved 3 days ago. Great stuff. I'm going back on the chat here. Let me just get the link for Uche. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen again in a minute, guys. Just bear with me. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to log into my other email account. Just bear with me to pick up some links. It's a bit of a long video, guys. It's quite long, but I'm going to try and do a shorter version of it, of how to set up a free account and how to get KYC approved the other day. So I got a few complaints saying it's too long. At the end of the day, it was live at the time. I'm going to try and do a shorter version of that. I'm just working my screen. I'm just going to put in the chat there. This is for Uche or Uche, U-C-H-E. This is one of the sales sort of pitches I use. Still don't have a game plan to get that Bitcoin income rolling in daily in 2017. Talk to me about it. I'm here to help you make it happen. Set up a free Bitcoin mining account, okay? On that link there, I've just put it in the chat. And there's a video then, number 2, there's a video that will help you set up a free Bitcoin mining account. That's the first thing. Just get a free account set up for now. And then what I recommend you do is just ring me. Let's get on a live call and plan ahead. Work out what the best plan is for you. Whether it's a free package, mining power, which is the best one to buy. Okay. Let's make this camera a little bit bigger. Right, guys, just 2 seconds. I'm multitasking you on Facebook, YouTube, and my software. Don't forget, this call is going to be every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. This is like a midweek update, but it's not the middle of the week as such, like a Tuesday. So just 2 seconds. Right, not so many questions coming in now, so let me share my screen again. Richard said he was lucky, fortunate. He was fortunate. KYC took 24 hours. That's great. Shabi, perhaps S-Z-A-B-I. I'm not sure still how you pronounce that. Either this Shabi or Shabi. Sorry about that. I prefer to hear somebody. If somebody pronounces their name on a voice chat, then I can interpret that into my own sort of terminology and find a way of pronouncing somebody's name myself. But on a text, it's quite difficult. Right, let's go on to my share screen. Just going through all the questions. So there's your packages there, okay? If you want to become an affiliate, then before you jump in and spend $797, $3,000 or $5,000, give me a call. We need to speak, okay? Because that's very important. You choose the right package. Not necessarily $5,000. Jumping in with the highest amount is the best option because you're getting a load of gold and silver here as well. Some people may not want gold and silver. They may want more Bitcoin mining power than gold and silver. So jumping into these higher packages might not necessarily be the best way. Yes, you can still spend $5,000. You can still spend $3,000, but we can put the money perhaps into a better option for yourself. You know, at the moment, I'm not buying gold because I've already got about 30 grand worth of gold. I'm more into Bitcoin mining and silver. So everyone's different. Every person is different, you know, but you need to be diversifying, I'd say, into the likes of gold, silver, and Bitcoin. And if you're not really sure, again, give me a chat. But why not 33% and a third, 3 ways, split it 3 ways? So my plan, every $1,000 I earn, say an average person earns $1,000, a professional earns $1,000 a week. I'm talking about if somebody works in a 9 to 5 situation, say somebody earns $1,000 a week, then I work along the assumptions of 20% of that is $200. So $200 of my 1,000 what I earn, I want to put away into an asset protection and protect my sort of wealth. So out of the $200, then I may split that sort of $65 in Bitcoin, perhaps $65 in gold, $65 in silver. You know, so I'm splitting my sort of my money left over from my wages 3 ways. So there's no point in putting your money in the bank. I don't need any money in a bank account. My Santander and NatWest Bank is right on the limit. The only money I keep in there is to pay my mortgage, my gas, electric, my water rates, my TV license, my gym license, gym membership, my car insurance, things like that, you know. I don't keep any money in the bank. It all goes into Bitcoin, gold, and silver, every single penny. It's as simple as that. So that's the pricing structure if you want to become an affiliate. If you can't recruit from day one these amounts, come on as a free customer first, buy some Bitcoin mining, get used to compounding in Bitcoin mining. Again, put some Facebook posts out there, get people interested in what you're doing, and then once you perhaps you may find 2 or 3 people that are interested, get them on a call with me, and then you can upgrade them from a free member into one of these affiliate packages once you've actually found 2 or 3 members. So you're not paying, this kind of money up front first if you are on a budget right now. So come on as a customer first, and then I can help you then take it to the next level from there. Just going back to my Facebook, guys. I'm just going to show my back office next now. There's nothing much to show, guys. I've only been in this business a short time myself, okay? Well, since last September, but I've only started to get busy in the last couple of weeks. I'm just logged into my back office here now. As you can see, I got 3 links you can use. One is a sign-up link, and 2 and 3 here are affiliate links, which like landing page style links, which are quite interesting. If I click on that one there, it gives me a nice looking landing page, okay, with a video there with Bill Rowell, the CEO. I'm Bob Proctor, top mentor coach, very famous guy. And then if you scroll down, we got the opt-in page here. So you can use this to build your list. That's one option they give you. And there's another one here you can use, which is this one. So you've got 2 options there in the back office as an affiliate. This is mine. So they give you these to help you build a team. Okay. Let me go back into my back office again. Now, if you click on My Crypto, okay, imagine your account is set up now, your KYC is approved, and you're on a free account, okay? You click on My Crypto here. This is the Bitcoin side of things. As you can see there, I've only got 18.49 terahash right now, okay? So I actually bought a 15 terahash package, which I'll show you, which is $1,950. So I've earned around nearly 3.5 terahash in affiliate sort of commissions to a certain degree, okay? So that's going quite nicely. And my plan is to get this into the hundreds of terahash, okay? And then I can take up this this daily income level of mine into hundreds of dollars a day. That's the plan, okay? So when you log in to this, the first thing you would do is put your Bitcoin wallet address in here and confirm it in this box, pass the security code, click the box here, and click on Update Wallet, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. Let's go into a transaction history here, okay? As you can see here, these are all my affiliate, I'm not sure if that's the right word, affiliate commissions or bonuses from people buying Bitcoin mining packages. And this is starting to grow up to 46 already. If I put my, they're going to change this and put the name in here, I think. I did ask for that because it's quite tedious. I have to put my mouse over this bonus here, and it tells me the name of the person that's bought the package, so I can monitor these people and I can see which people in my team are working. This is valuable information to me, so it's a bit tedious putting my mouse here and then it gives me the name. So I'm hoping to get them to change that. I've spoken to Bill, and he's going to get him to change this so that the name goes there. Perhaps even the telephone number and email address as well. All those things make it easy, so I can then just ring them, email them, congratulate them. It's all about giving feedback to your team and working with them, So as you can see, I've earned a lot of, probably about 3.5 terahash. Doesn't look much, 0.75, 0.02. But all these add up. You can imagine coming in as an affiliate, pay the $250, pay the $50 a month, get your silver coming into your account every month, and very little risk there. And then you can start to recruit and build then a team of people within the Bitcoin mining side of things. So I want to see hundreds and hundreds of people here eventually. I'm only on 46. So watch this space. Another thing which they've done, they've added this quite recently. I did ask for this personally because I wanted, a lot of people are concerned or showing not so much concern. There's always a minority of people want to know if it's for real, and if the blockchain is real, and if all this Bitcoin mining is for real. Because fair question really, because there are a lot of scams out there, and a lot of people hide what they're doing, or it's just the way they do it. It looks good, but underneath it's basically a scam. So you got to be very careful. But they just added this recently in the last day or so. I think I checked there yesterday. It was the first time I seen it. I did ask for this some time ago. This is giving a breakdown, with the looks of it, of actually each transaction. So I can click on this, for example, this transaction link here. It'll take me to the blockchain. And this is where it shows that the Bitcoin being mined is for real. Okay, this is blockchain.info. So it doesn't get much real than that. And you scroll down, and it puts an arrow here, and it shows me that that's my block. That's what I earned the Bitcoin on, okay, through the mining. So this is all good stuff. This shows that this is completely being transparent, and this is something I'm glad they added in the last day or so. So that is that. If I scroll back up, this one here is quite important. Increase hash rate. Just make sure my screen's being shared. Hold on, there's a question come in. Just want to be. Okay, sure. If I go with the silver package, my $50 monthly payment with credit card, or you can do both credit card. I actually pay by credit card, or you can pay by PayPal. I do believe you can pay by PayPal on a monthly. That will be another good question for Bill tonight on his Hangout, the CEO. You can just send. You can actually do it yourself. You know, you can send a payment to Swiss Gold directly to the PayPal. I think it's PayPal@swissgoldglobal.com. That's the actual PayPal address. Okay, you can actually send them $50 a month manually if you wanted to Swiss Gold every month. If you wanted to use PayPal, you could actually send the payment manually. A bit tedious. I would rather set it up automatic. And I'm not sure if they got an automatic setup for PayPal. I've got to check that one. But mine's paid on credit card without fail every month. It's automatic. It just leaves my account every month. And I'm very happy with that. Matt is saying, just letting everybody know, I pay by Bitcoin. I got customer support to send me an invoice. And I just paid in a matter of seconds. That's correct. That is a bit there. You are right, Matt. You can't. It will come in very soon, through the back office. But at the moment, if you want to pay on Bitcoin, you have to send support support@swissgoldglobal.com. Send them an email and tell them you want to buy a Bitcoin mining package, and for the amount, just say, for example, in Matt's case, $1,950. And what they will do, support will send you an invoice on an email. You click on that invoice, and it takes you then through BitPay, which is the platform that Swiss Gold used to transact in Bitcoin, and then you can buy your Bitcoin mining packages using Bitcoin. It's not a problem. So great to see Matt has been successful with that. That's good news. Let's come back to my screen again before I finish off. This is how you actually buy Bitcoin, a Bitcoin mining package. Click on the increase hash rate here, okay? As you can see, I've got 18.49 terahash. Let's scroll down. As you can see, this is set to $30, okay? It's already preset to $30. So, and that is 0.2 terahash, or that's 200 gigahash, exactly the same thing. So I wanted to buy this now, this minimum package. I can either pay on a gift certificate. Don't forget, if you want to get in, send me $30 on PayPal. Send me $30 on Payza, Solid Trust Pay. Meet me in town, pay me $30 in cash. You know, send $30 to my bank account. I will create a gift certificate for you, okay? And buy you into the system. I can do that for you. Or you can send the bank. You can send the money through directly to Swiss Gold Global through their bank. Or you can pay on a credit card. And I like the security of that, guys. There's not many companies out there where you can pay on a credit or debit card for a package, especially when we're talking of Bitcoin. You know, look at all the other programs that we're in. You know, I'm in a few others, sort of traffic exchange, rev share style programs. A lot of those struggle to get a direct payment on credit card, you know. So that is really good to see a credit card payment system there. And what I would do then, if I wanted to pay more than $30, I just move this and there you go, $60 is 0.4 terahash. And I'll go all the way up. If I want to put $1,000 in, it's actually either 990 or 1,020. That's 6.8 terahash. And it's also telling you the estimated daily payout, okay? How much you're actually going to get. So if I scroll all the way up here to say $1,800, that's 12 terahash, okay? If I go a bit more to $1,950, okay, that's giving me 13 terahash. But if you just slide it a bit more, all the way up, it's going to give you a bonus. So for 1,950, which is showing now, you have 13 terahash. Keep on going, it'll revert back to 1,950, and you're actually getting 15 terahash. So you're getting 2 terahash free when you're spending $1,950. So if you're on the border, you've got $1,000 or you've got $1,500. Perhaps think of paying that extra couple of hundred, or perhaps wait a couple of days until you get it, and then come in at the 1,950. I would, to get those extra 2 terahash. Okay, very, very important. Okay, my throat's starting to get a bit dry. I've already drunk 2 pints of water. I have to start getting 3 pints in now for these hangouts because they tend to drag on a bit. I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna take a look on my Facebook page here, see if there's any questions. I don't think there are. Yaig, I'm not sure if I can pronounce your name right. Y-A-I-G-E is asking, how can you start mining Bitcoin? Send me a private message. I've just gone through it on this live call. I can send you a video, Yaig, okay? And we can go, I can help you, take you hand by hand on that one, starting with as little as $30. So yeah, let's go into a call. That's the main thing, and find out where you are. Are you a complete beginner? That's what I tend to do, guys. I've talked to people, live video feed, you know, or through Skype. First thing I find out is somebody a complete beginner on the internet? Because you'd be surprised how many people are complete beginners. You get lots of those. I get people that have been around for 6-12 months and they've been scammed. They've lost money. So it's not good to hear that. But a lot of the people in that situation, they are very scared to join anything else. So I like to get the people on video, talk to them, find out what the experiences have been in the past, good or bad. It's nice to find out if they have been in a situation where they've lost money, how much money they've lost, and basically how much they're looking to recover and achieve and get back on track, you know. And it's always a good idea to find out how much money then they got to start the next venture with. So I don't enjoy asking that type of question, how much money have you got to start an online business, but it's something we have to get some idea, so then I can direct them in the right, I can put them in the right direction of where the best place to start is. You know, if somebody's only got $10, then obviously Swissquote Global is not for them right now. So I would move them into another program where they can start with $10 and then help them build up to $20, $25, $30, help them build some cash. And once they got some more cash, then we can start diversifying into other income streams. So it's always a good idea to spread your risk. That is for sure. So that is about it, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. I'll be back on tonight. I think there's a hangout tonight that I'm gonna be live streaming on a call with Bill Rowell, the CEO of Swiss Gold, tonight at 7 o'clock. Normally that is 9 o'clock. So I'm going to the gym and the sauna a couple of hours early tonight to get back for 7 o'clock. Okay. So look out for an email from myself to come on to another live feed at 7 o'clock tonight. What's the time now? 3:20. So that's in 3 hours and 40 minutes time. There's going to be another very important hangout. That's from the CEO himself, Bill Rowell. Okay, so I'll be live streaming that. I'm hoping to get Bill on the call himself. I've just sent him a message now. So just look out for your emails. I'm gonna restructure the landing page on my site there, because at the moment it's showing 9 o'clock. Don't forget, I do a normal hangout at 9 o'clock every Tuesday. So I'm probably going to be canceling that now and doing it at 7 o'clock tonight, okay? So just watch out for an email in the next half an hour to come onto that call tonight in around 3.5 hours. Okay, hi Wilson, thanks for attending. Watch the recording, that'll be great. Let me just come on. Okay then, guys, I'm off, and I'll catch you in about 3 hours. 3.5 hours. I'll be live on Facebook again. And I'm looking forward to some important updates from Bill Rowell, the CEO. That's going to be in 3.5 hours' time, okay? Thanks a lot, everyone, and I'll catch you later on. Cheers,